这个故事如果你听起来不累，那么你的英语能力在美国日常生活是完全够用的。要持续提升英文，记得点击订阅按钮。我们开始吧。
You won't believe where the simple phrase "a piece of cake" really came from. It's not just about dessert, it's about a moment of pure courage. Think about America in the 1930s. Times were tough. The Great Depression had left many people without jobs or hope. But in small towns, people found joy in simple things, like community parties and baking contests. Our story centers on a young woman named Clara. Clara worked in a small, dusty bakery in Kansas. She was quiet, but she had a secret talent. She could bake the most amazing cakes. Her chocolate cakes were so light and fluffy, people said they could make you forget your troubles for a minute. But Clara was shy. She never thought she was special. One day, the town announced a big fundraiser, a cake contest. The prize was $50, a fortune back then. But there was a twist. It wasn't just about baking the best cake. To win the prize, you also had to eat your entire cake, all by yourself, in front of everyone. The town thought it would be a funny spectacle. Clara's friends pushed her to enter. "Your cake is the best, Clara. It'll be easy for you to eat it," they said. Clara was terrified. Speaking to people was hard enough. Eating a whole cake in public? That sounded like a nightmare. But she needed that money to help her family. The day of the contest arrived. The town square was packed. There were 5 contestants, each with their giant cake on the table. Clara's heart was pounding like a drum. The mayor yelled, "Go!" This was the first climax. The other contestants dug into their cakes like hungry wolves. But Clara just stared at her beautiful chocolate cake. She felt everyone's eyes on her. Her hands shook. This was harder than she ever imagined. She took a tiny bite. The crowd was quiet. She thought about quitting. But then she remembered why she was doing this. For her family. She took a deep breath and thought, "It's just cake. I made this. I know every ingredient." She decided to change her strategy. Instead of rushing, she would enjoy it. She took another bite, and a small smile appeared on her face. The cake was delicious. The crowd noticed her change. They started to cheer for her. Second climax. One by one, the other contestants started to slow down. Their cakes were too dry, too sweet. They felt sick. But Clara? She kept going at a steady pace. She was actually enjoying herself. People were laughing and clapping. What started as a scary test turned into a fun performance. Finally, with one last bite, Clara finished her cake. She was the first one done. The crowd erupted in cheers. The mayor handed her the prize money. Someone shouted from the crowd, "Clara, how did you do that?" "It looked so hard," Clara, wiping a bit of chocolate from her cheek, grinned and said, "Hard? No way. That was a piece of cake." The phrase exploded with laughter and applause. It was the perfect thing to say. She didn't just mean that eating the cake was easy. She meant that overcoming her fear was the real piece of cake. The saying caught on like wildfire. People started using a piece of cake to describe any challenge that looked tough but turned out to be manageable with the right attitude. During World War II, pilots even used it for missions that went smoothly. So, What's the whole cake in your life right now? Maybe it's a big project at school or work that seems impossible to finish. Or maybe it's the challenge of learning English, which sometimes feels huge and complicated. Think like Clara. Don't look at the whole cake at once. It will scare you. Instead, slice it up. One small piece at a time. Learning a few new words today? That's a piece of cake. Understanding a short story? That's a piece of cake. Before you know it, you've accomplished something big, one easy piece at a time. The biggest challenges become manageable when you focus on the simple, familiar steps. You've got this. Go find your piece of cake today.
你太棒了，你学完了全部内容，你离英语自由又近了一步。下个视频见。